Hello everyone and welcome back to Untamed Chaos. In the last episode we just kind of eased back into the series because it's been on break for a rather long time while I was on break. So in this episode, I mentioned in the last episode as well, I wanted to work on blood magic, or I have been for a while. Pretty much before I took my break I even said how I wanted to do blood magic in that episode, but I didn't have time. So this stuff has been sitting here all ready to go for about 3 months now, I think. So hopefully I remember what I was doing, but yeah, I had a lot of stuff to do, or I made a lot of stuff in preparation for the stuff I want to do in this episode, and this is stolen Ruby from last time, so let's just remove that. But yeah. So pretty much, before I took my break, I was wanting to upgrade this. I set this as a filter. Let's see what I even set this to. I think I set to, reinforced slate, because I was trying to make those, and this was the best way I could to kind of automate the process by putting a bunch of stone in here, just using the knife, and it would produce out the slates. I think I might even have some more in there, a bit. So, yeah. And I did some tests on my creative world. So what I need to do is, one, I want to upgrade the altar to its next tier. I forget what tier I'm on now. I think I need to get out my sigil to check that. There's my sigil. So I'm on tier 4, so now I'm going to upgrade to a tier 5 altar, which is a pretty high tier. I forget how many tiers there are. I know it at least goes to 6, it might also go to 7, but well, as you can see by the boundaries of these walls, this room was only sized to house a tier 5 altar, because at the time, well, I kind of knew this would be a temporary base, but I wanted it to be a fairly large altar to kind of take me through blood magic, and when I was looking around at the time when I started the series and made this room, it seemed most people suggested a tier 5 is about all I really need. So now I need to make a bunch more of these runes of self-sacrifice and upgrade the altar. So, yeah, and I forget how to make them, so, should be, there we go, runes of self-sacrifice. So it's a blood orb, glowstone dust, and stone with the slates, and I should have all that in here. Okay, so apparently I need to make 52, which is why I have all this stone, and that, things. So if I take all this out, get my blood orb, and head over to here, I should be able to make this. I think it was, alright, I actually only needed, I didn't need all of those slates for that. I forgot I only needed 2 stacks of them, or near 2 stacks. So now if I just do this, I should make all the stuff I need. So now we can just set this up. So, yeah, how about I just cut back after I placed all this, because it's going to be kind of boring just to place down stuff. Well, it seems my math all those months back was correct, and we had just enough runes to finish out the room here, but that's not enough to make it a tier 5 altar. We need one more thing, which is beacons. So if I just put this in here, I should be able to get the 4 beacons, and they go right here where these blocks are. So if I just put it like this, it doesn't need to be active, but the blood altar was sized, so that even if we do upgrade it, we can actually make these max tier beacons. I might do that someday in the future, and I could have the light shine through there to the surface, although it might go through farms and such. I don't know, but that's stuff can always be moved. But yeah, so if I did want, I could make these all beacons and activate them to the max tier, but for the moment we just need them placed here for the altar to be upgraded. And yeah, so put that one there, that one there, got my block back too, and the final beacon that we need, and ta-da. Okay, so now if we come here, it is a tier 5 altar, and I have no idea why I needed this at the moment. Like I said, I prepared this months back. I know it will let me make more stuff if I go to, here. Demonic slate, let's see, tier 5 altar, and ethereal slate. And, it doesn't show there being a higher tier slate, but I need this for some other glyphs. Or some glyphs, that's different than runes. The Ritual Divine to upgrade to place Dawn runes, that's a new higher tier one. I think it wasn't in the pack a few months back, or it's one of the newer editions anyway. Let's see. Some other sigils, some other runes, a lightning sigil too from Blood Arsenal, not from the main mod. So, I don't know, it doesn't actually really add that much, or I'm not really seeing that much that these slates do, but I'm sure there's some other reasons I had for upgrading the altar. And of course, upgrading it does mean we have more runes of self-sacrifice, so we get even more blood per use. Actually, let's just see real quick. If I do this, it's empty, and if I do this... Okay, so it's 220 per heart now, right? Okay, that's a lot. So now this kind of builds into the next thing I want to do. Also, when I was testing stuff, updating the mod pack, I noticed this is the thing. We have glass shards and blood-infused iron. I might make this at some point, but my ritual I'm about to do might make this a bit not necessary, so we'll see. But the next thing I want to do, there were some sigils I want to make, but I think I'm going to hold off on them for the moment. And yeah, I want to do some of my rituals, or some of the first rituals. The one thing I do need to do is upgrade this, though, because I don't think I can currently make stuff with it that I need. So I need, okay, so I need the dusk thing. Oh, that's a block of coal. I thought it was obsidian at first. So let me just grab that and come back. Okay, so I used the coal blocks on here and made the dusk inscription tools, and I have just a little bit of blood left over too, so good thing those tests actually were a bit useful, and I think it's something like this. I probably did it backwards. Yep, it was like this, wasn't it? Okay, so now I can not only place the basic runes, but I can also place dusk runes, which I think were needed for some of the rituals I'm about to be doing. So, yeah, I also think I need to make the ritual stones, which is why I have all this obsidian here, I think. So I forget what the ritual stone recipe was, but I should have one over here, yes. So I can go in here and check the recipe, and it does not want to be nice. So I thought that might be the case. So I think it's like this. I'll need to kind of sort this a bit more, but like this, and ritual stones. Okay, so I think I just, I think that's how many ritual stones I needed. Like I said, I did this stuff, or prepared this stuff months back. I think I counted so I'd have enough, but I also need the master ritual stones, which are ritual stones and obsidian. So I used all the obsidian. Let's hope I have some more. Good news, I had more obsidian. So, okay, we now have the master ritual stones, and yeah, we can start placing the blocks for this rituals, or these rituals. So, according to my notes, I have to get this placement right, but it was 2 blocks below the altar. So 1, 2, so right where that one is, and put 1 block below that, and 1 right there. I think this is it. Okay, so now I need to make sure I select the right ritual. So the first ritual is, come on, have to go through all of these. There we go, ritual the feathered knife. So what this does is it makes it so I don't have to use my knife. While I'm in the proximity of the ritual, it will automatically pretty much cut me just like the knife would, and go into the altar just like normally. And it will make it so I also can't die, like it won't cut me down until I run out of hearts. So I think it leaves you with like 3 or something. So pretty much I can just stand here and it will do it for me. I don't have to, you know, manually click anymore, which is good, because with the auto feeder, I now don't really have to do much at all, really, because that will keep me fed and the ritual will activate. Let me just make sure. Yeah, oops. Feathered knife. There we go. So if I just right click, it will start placing blocks. Oh, that's new. I think that was in an update, because I don't remember doing that before. I remember you having to right-click every time it placed a block. That's also slightly problematic, because, I can't access the one below it now for the other ritual I need to do. Oh, and right, I need the activation crystals, too. Right, I forgot about that, actually. But that is set to the ritual of the feathered knife. I think maybe if I click it, it will tell me even. No, I have to activate it first. Okay, so, now I need to do another ritual. And I'm pretty sure I did hollow out enough of this room. I don't know, I might want to take a second and lower the floor by 1 just to be safe. Or mainly just so I can get in here and out. So, let me just swap over to my tool belt here and use the hammer and do that real quick. Okay, so I hollowed out the area, and I also prepared the ritual diviner. So if I just go like this, ritual of regeneration, that's the other one. So what this ritual does is it will heal anyone or any entity within the area, or give any entity within the area of regeneration. I also can change it so it only works on players and not mobs. But yeah, so pretty much this one, or the top one up there, will make it so it automatically acts like the knife, and the other one will make it so I automatically regenerate. So between that and the auto feeder, it should make it a lot easier to get blood and fill my orb and such. So I don't have to manually stand there, and it'll be a lot quicker. Pretty much with all these self-sacrifice runes here, it will counteract the cost of the rituals. So yeah, if I just click there, it should do like the other one did and automatically place down all the blocks. If we look at my inventory here, that should go and hopefully leave me with a few and not all of them gone. Oh, come on. 9 left. So that seems about right because, yeah, remember I accidentally made... No, I did accidentally make a few extra because they were supposed to make the Master Ritual Stones, which used that, and I had one to start with, so that seems about right. Now I just need the Activation Catalyst, and do I have them in here? I know I had them somewhere. There we go. Weak Activation Crystals. So with these, let me just keep this on me just to be safe. So with these, I should be able to activate both rituals now. Hopefully I did this all right, and yeah. So first, let's try and activate this one, the Feathered Knife. So I put this here. Okay, now it says it on there, Ritual of the Feathered Knife, and if you look at my health, it's slowly going down. If we come up here, this should slowly be filling with blood. So that one is working properly. And if we come down here and activate this, Regeneration. And now I have the Regeneration effect. Okay, so the only downside is these take it directly from my soul network, I think it was called. So if you look at this, this is going down because my orb is currently not in the altar. And yeah, I was right. I didn't need to go a layer down, but I kind of need to get down here to check this. So I don't know. I'll do stuff to make this more pretty and get the orbs probably off camera. So yeah. But as you see, my life is going down faster than regenerating, unfortunately. I think there is a way to up it to Regeneration 2, but this is already full. Is it actually still... Oh, it's still going down even though this is full, but I can fix that real quick by not putting that in there. That's the wrong thing. Where did I leave my orb? Oh, there it is. So my Master Blood Orb, and I put that in there, and now it's pretty much going... Let's see. I think it's going down a bit quicker than it's going up, but yeah, so... I'm slowly losing some hearts. I'm not counteracting, or the regeneration doesn't counteract the knife perfectly, but it's doing a pretty good job at it. And if I leave the area, it should stop applying. So yeah, if I come out here, it's far enough away that the knife, or the feathered knife and regen both don't apply. Okay, so I came over here because there's one more thing I'd like to make for this whole ritual process, which is a wireless lever, because like the ritual I had for the Botany area, these can be toggled with levers. So if I do this right, I should be able to have I should be able to have levers close to the door, so I can toggle on and off the rituals, so, well, it doesn't hurt me. Also, yeah, I was close enough for that to cut right there, but I wanted to just check. So if I stand back here, it's at 700 or 773617. I'm trying to do like the thousands, hundreds, and it's just confusing me. I think it's 700,000 or 773,617. That's it. So if I walk in here, it should be going up. Yeah, see, it's slowly going up. So it's gaining blood quicker than the rituals are using it. So I can just stand here and it will just slowly go up, so I don't have to manually use my knife anymore. I could if I wanted to, and the ritual might not be as good as the upgraded knife. I did test it on a bit in creative, but I don't know enough about this to really say if it's really safe to use. It says don't play with this too, so I mean, I probably shouldn't just be playing with it without knowing exactly what it does, but yeah, but still, it is going up slowly, so yeah, this should make it a lot easier to get life points. Because, as you can see, they went down a fair bit. I don't think I had anything like running that uses life points, aside from the Botania ritual, which I turned off. Or the ritual for Botania, whatever you want to call it. So, You actually think like here and here, or maybe not here and there. How about there and there for the levers? So, let's see if I can get this set up. First, let's do a feathered knife. If I click there... and I go over here, and this should say, yeah, that's where it's toggled to location-wise. And now if I go down here, and click there, I just wonder if that's, actually, could I hit both of them with a single lever? Actually, will that one be enough? Let's see. So if I flick this, currently you'll see my hearts are going down slowly as the ritual or the feathered knife is activating. I forget what point it won't stop going down. I think it actually stops there, 5.5 hearts. Although in my extra Tinker's hearts, that's still a lot. And, oh, it's actually catching it faster than my blood orb can remove it. That's kind of interesting. So if I flick this, though, is the regeneration still going to apply as well? Okay, so it seems the regeneration is still applying, but it's not. It is still going down. Oops. I thought that would deactivate it. Well, apparently I am not that good with wireless levers. For the moment, let's see if I can go make some normal levers. Sorry, I'm probably mispronouncing lever several times in this, but I have some normal ones in here. So for the moment, I'm just going to throw those back. Yeah, they're bound to different locations now, so it's not going to work. I don't know. I'll have to... Oh, wait. Maybe I can only have one active at a time? I don't know. So I'll have to play around with that off camera and see why they weren't working. And sorry, I keep going slightly out of the face cam. But yeah, so if I come down here... And I could also use, like I did for the other ritual, or the Botania Serenade, the Nether ritual with... come on. Okay, so if I do this... It doesn't say if it's active or not there, but I think it's inactive. So yeah, it's inactive now. I come down here, put one here, and do this, and now the regeneration's gone. So I can turn off the rituals and turn them on and off anytime. I'm not sure if it costs the initial life point cost when I activate them or not. I really don't know. So yeah. But that did remind me of one other thing. I have my Master Blood Orb in there. So if I just search... let's just search orb. I think that will be good enough. So I have this one. So yeah, there's 2 more tiers, or at least 1 more tier of altar, because I can upgrade this one with a tier 5 altar. Can I? Recipe, tier 5 altar. Oh, I can't upgrade it. I make a new one, right. So I need a demon blood shard, which is something that is... Loud vehicle, which is something that might not be too easy to get. I know there's a whole thing about summoning demons with this, and even a demon invasion, but yeah, I don't think I'm quite ready for that yet. And the final tier one, a crystal cluster, a whole bunch of life and soul shards, I have no idea. Then this is the creative one. So there's 2 more tiers of blood orbs. Each one will increase my life point pool. I think it's currently at 1,000,000. So, yeah, but for the moment, I'm just going to leave this here like this, and, the only other thing was the sigils, and I don't even remember what these sigils do at the moment. Okay, so there are 2 sigils. Let me see if I can find them real quick. Okay, so I found the sigils I need. They're, Compression and Ender Servants. There it is. So, I'm not sure what these do at the moment. I want to just make them now, and then off camera I'll test just in case it crashes my world or anything. I know in the past the sigil of compression did have some issues, mainly with servers, but just to be safe, I think I'll make them on camera now, then off camera I'll test them. So yeah, because I don't want to accidentally crash at the end of an episode, especially because I haven't backed up the world since the last episode, so that would be a tad bad, or at least unfortunate. Not like I really have done too much, though, but yeah. So I put this here and that there. Okay, so what I remember, this one will compress items, and this one, I don't really know what it does. So, yeah. So if I put, like, this in a chest of cobblestone, it should automate, like, compress into compressed cobble, I think. And then it could actually compress that compressed cobble. Pretty much, I think it just crafts this item with itself 9 times, like making blocks of diamond and blocks of iron and stuff like that. So I don't know. I haven't used it before, not even on test world. So yeah, for the moment I'm just gonna steer clear of it. But and how about I just leave them in here? So I'll make a note to test that stuff off camera, and in a future episode I can revisit that or show you what it does. But for now, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. And yeah, the ritual activation crystals, and this goes in here. And give me that back. I actually think I'm just going to leave this in here, just in case I want to turn on the ritual. That way it's ready to start refilling my current essence, my soul network, instead of my soul network slowly depleting while this is already reaching its max capacity. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to put this in here, put that there, and yeah. So anyway, I think I'm going to wrap up this episode here. Like I said before, I want to keep these episodes a bit more focused on a single thing, and I did mention last episode there were some Tinkers things I want to go to. It's kind of already running a bit long, and well, I just feel like that was enough blood magic for one episode. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed the blood magic stuff I was doing with upgrading the altar and the rituals. So yeah. Anyway, until next time, goodbye.